Okay, I on the air. Thank you all. Thank you for the invitation. I'm apologize because I'm not here. I'm there with you in your fantastic islands. But okay, we are for this year. I'm connecting by streaming. Next year, I hope we'll be with you. Just few words to introducing. I work on programs European Union about the development, and I would try today. When I told with Paolo last few days, I would point out that usually people talk about Europe. The people think the Europe and the programs of the European Union are a big pot with a lot of money inside and stop. It's only a big pot to keep money to solve immediate problems. And the people think also about my work is like this, but is not exactly. In effect, the money are in instruments, an important part, the most important part, and instead the process that we share and the process the European Union wants to promote in the long-term policy. Now, I will try to give you a little overview, both on policy and both on funds. A focus on objective regarding the Green Initiative up to 2017, the priority of Green Deal, and all the programs current with the topic of this conference. So I try to share my presentation. Just a few words about the strategic agenda for European Union, just to focalize how the European Union are working now until 2024, the ending of the actual Commission. So the European Council before set 4 priorities area, and we want to focalize on the green policy. The first priority was the first one, the protecting citizen and freedom, of course, really important. The developing a strong and vibrant economy base. I love these words, vibrant. Give the idea of the tension in European Union about our European Union. The third priority, the building a climate neutral, green, fair, and social Europe. This is the group of green initiative to improve all the to promote a new way of development, both in agriculture, both in production, both in circular economy and management of the land use and of environment. Sorry. This third element are transversal of all the policies of European Union now. The fourth is the promoting European interest on global stage, but is most of foreign affairs. The Commission, before was the first political priorities of the Council, now the political guidelines of the Commission, there is 6 policy for the 5 years next year. The European Green Deal is the first one. And it's important to read, well, good attention, what they aim. The transforming European Union in a more resource efficient and competitive economy, while preserving Europe's natural environment, tackling climate change and making Europe, this is a big goal, Europe carbon neutral and resource efficient in 2050. Will be, this is a goal, the first continent carbon neutral. Yes, it's not easy, but we have instruments and found how we say now. The other priority is, of course, the digital agenda, the economy that works for people, a stronger European in the world, the promoting a European way of life. I love this 5th objective. and a new push for European democracy, the place of the European Union in the world. About the European Green Deal, we are close to the topic of our conference. The objective is the first climate neutral continent in 2007, I said before, and more with precision, in 2030, at least 55% less of net greenhouse gas emission. I put another objective, 3 billion additional trees planted in the European Union, give you the idea of the big effort the European Union have designed for this period. The Green Deal, the European Green Deal, would transform European Union in a more competitive economy. The goal is not only reduce the impact of the economy, but be more competitive and ensuring the three points: no net emission of greenhouse gases, and economic growth decoupled. This is important, decoupled for resource use. We touch the idea that the resource in the world are not unlimited. No person and no place left behind. We see what that mean about the program, all the program of the European Union, and for the Greece in particular. The money, we discussed the money. 1.8 trillion investments, 1/3 is dedicated to the European Green Deal. And we have 1.8 trillion euros share in next generation EU recovery plan, what all you know, I think, and the 7-year budget until 2017. So there is really a lot of money declining in a lot of different programs. The next generation recovery plan is also unable to transfer funds in different other programs. I present the principle, the recovery and resilience facility, the Horizon Europe, I think you know very well, Invest EU, and rural development. More, we take some words about the Just Transition Fund. The multi-annual financial framework until 2027, 1,000 billion, 1 trillion of euro. There is a lot of spending area, the cohesion, the politic of the cohesion, either FRRD, the founder of regional development, are the most involved in this case. The strategic objective of European deal, the climate, of course, becoming the first climate neutral continent, I said before. The energy, clean and efficient energy transition, and we see in all the program we usually work, there is a chapter on the energy. The environment and the oceans, we are on the field, we are in islands. The agriculture, this I think is very important to underline what European Union think about the development of agriculture and healthy food system for the people and the planet, because we are close with all other big stakeholders, of course, but the healthy food system, not only a more efficient system of production. This, I think, is really important, how to underline the process by European Union. The transport, provide efficient, safe, and environmentally friendly transport. Industry, competitive, green, and digital. All the production, the industrial production, must evolve in the more competitive system, more green. There is R&D, of course, driving for the changing. Finance and regional development. All the different programs are financed in aim to promote the Green Deal. And the last one is the new European Bauhaus, a about living space, the both building, both urban areas. What's happened in the European Union? Not only, I said before, not only money, but process. And the first big sign of this process is the entering in force of the European climate law, adopted in July 2021, and to give to this process the irreversibility of the decision. Ensure the transition to climate neutrality is irreversible. This is the aim of the European climate law. It's very interesting. Now we have not enough time to enter in the details, but I suggest you to give a look on the European website. Investing in a green future. What's mean? Mean that the 30% of the multi-annual budget until 2027 is allocated on green investments. And in the European policy managed by local entities, must devote 37% in investment for support the climate objective of the European Union. As we know, the new objective of DNSH do not significant harms for all the investments and reforms financed by the European Union out of this period. In the cohesion policy, it's the same. Countries, member state, region, local governments must devote 30% of the European Regional Development Fund of this priority. And this is, for example, in Greece, both for the 9 national program and the 13 regional program. We have more 37% of the cohesion fund working in South state member of the European Union usually. Just a look at the situation of the Greek. The Greece is the first member state received the approbation of the partnership agreement, the first between the 27 in the European Union, and received 21 billion to manage in the 22 programs, 30 regional and 9 national, as I said before. The 30% of RDF and the 55% more than the minimum, 55% of cohesion fund is planned to reduction of carbon emission. Just to have some idea, there is a strong political commitment for closing the limit power plant until the 2028. For this reason, Greece received another little envelope of money, but I say it's later. The just transition mechanism is both a system, both money to manage the just transition for a green economy, and is a mechanism to support the region they have the most effectively negatively affected of the socioeconomic cost of the transition. In this in this just transition mechanism, this is financial with 20 billion euros. Greece received 1.38 billion from JTF to decarbonize the Western Macedonia, megalopolis, and the other municipality, and phasing out the fossil fuel power station in the island in Aegean and Crete. There is, I signed two operations, particular operation, the innovation zone in Western Macedonia and the build bioeconomy 360 hub in the megalopolis. The Invest European Union program is 372 billion euros, both for public and private investments in the green fields and the green initiative. And in this case, the European Union guaranteed a budget of 26 billion to promote the public and private investment in this case. There is many policy areas like current, like the priority of the Commission. The research innovation is a big pillar of this policy. The access of the small and medium enterprise to the finance to develop their place on the market, and also social investment is, I think, a good component of the program. The Green Deal Industrial Plan, there is another interesting program, and the Green Deal Industrial Plan have the 4 pillars. The first one, the predictable and simplified regulatory environment. In this case, the Commission proposed rules, not money. And we see this later, the Net Zero Industry Act and the Critical Raw Material Act. We see later. Speeding up access to finance. This is another process, a really important process managed for European Union. Is not a problem, only a problem of the amount of the money. This is when the money is available for investment, and what we need is this availability is sped up to financial clean production and clean project immediately. Enhanced skill is important. It is coherent with the European Year of Skills started in the last month. And a promotion on the open trade for resilient supply chain. This is also as important because it promoted global cooperation in the European Union, the first big market, free market in the world, and both on the global cooperation with other partners. This is also managed with a relationship with WTO, of course. Just the last 2 words about Net Zero Industry Act is a framework of measure to strengthen Europe net zero technology products manufacturing ecosystem. And it's interesting, the publication date is 16 March, 2 months ago. In this way, this is a priority of the European Union to give a complex of rules immediately working with the people and the enterprise in the European Union. The second rule is a Critical Raw Material Act. We know there is a lot of problem, for example, with the rare earths proposed by Commission to the Council on the same day, the 16th March. So we are waiting for the approval from the Council. 2 words about the availability. I will say before, I don't know if you hear very well. The financial availability is not a problem, but we must understand very well that money and investment alone will never be the solution. The enormous mass of money we see available today is too often interpreted as a target to be reached, I say in the beginning of my presentation, but it's only, if you think, well, a minimum share of the economy at stakes, a minimum share of the economy size of our country, the size of European Union, more all of the external partner. So when we compare this enormous mass of money with the absolute value of the economic dynamics, we realize that the instrument offered to us are only element to build demonstrative action. To these instruments are the part of project to attempt innovative approach, and the results are available to test technical solution, new approach, new system, and in this sense, we must think about to read them is an important opportunity to provide and test the best solution for the real life and real economy, and after to apply in the real economy. The intervention financed by European money are not intended, this is really also important, this is a global rule for European Union, not intended to replace what we need and usually to be activated by local policy, as to something to add and to promote new approach. We need, there is the element of the demonstration action, the part of project in which we try our innovative approach, the resource to test technical solution, I said before. There is an important opportunity to put in place best solution for ecosystemic approach. In this sense, I think the most important is the commitment of the policy. I say the fund, the money is supported, but the commitment of the policy promoted by European Union is, I think, even more important, because it determines a continuous line for the future. As in the next programming period, the previous programming period of cohesion policy, the European Union state was we must work to make Europe a friendly and attractive place to live and work. And now I think we can, I would add, work together to be a friendly, attractive place to live, work, and more important, I think, to live in peace. Thank you. Thank you for your invitation, and thank you for participation to this interesting conference.